Oh, welcome back. It is 8:30. Welcome back to Arc Salt Lake, where we cover authentic, relevant, and community stories.
Yeah, we got to toss it over to Ron and Lincoln. They've got a guest who knows Salt Lake City pretty well.
Yeah, and Lincoln is starstruck right now.
Yeah,
right?
I am. I asked to be a part of this, just so you know.
Well, this is Olivier Arta from CityCast Salt Lake. And tell us what that is. You do a podcast, and that's where Lincoln knows you.
Very modern. Yeah. So we make two things. Every weekday morning at 6 a.m., we publish a podcast episode, which is usually around 20 minutes. Here's what you need to know today if you live in Salt Lake City or in the Wasatch Front. And then a daily email newsletter that's like top stories, a couple events tonight, some fun facts about the city, how to understand the city better. So we make a lot of content. We're a small team of 4, but that's kind of the millennial dream, right?
Tell us when it started and how it sort of took off, where it is right now, basically.
Yeah. So we started the show 3 years ago, which is crazy. And we were doing it twice a week, and then eventually we were able to make it 5 days a week. I think there's things that we're figuring out, like it's so fun when you're growing an audience and you start with literally one listener, which is my mom. And then now we have all these listeners and people come up to us in the grocery store and are like, we feel this way or that way. And I'm sure you have a similar experience. So we try and adapt the show to what people want. And sometimes that surprises us. Like our listeners love news. They love when we share news with sort of a wink and a nod. Like one show we did recently that did really well that was fun was like the best places to cry in public in Salt Lake City.
Oh, really? Which was, give us an example.
Okay, so actually a not to be named Salt Lake City Council member said, pull your car up to Sugar House Park and have a good time.
All right.
Shout out to them. And so, we had like 500 people write in where they like to cry in public in this city. And I'm like, what a way to learn about your neighbors and how they're doing.
And I'm amazed by all of the information you have. Everything happening in Salt Lake, you guys seem to know it.
Yeah, well, we have our little birds. I will say, something to talk about, like the growth of the show that has been amazing for me is just the amount of institutional knowledge we've gained. Like 3 years ago, talking about a ballot initiative or a city council decision, I felt like I didn't have a lot of context. Like maybe the show was actually something I made for me because I was like, I need this. And now when we talk about issues, we have such a firm grasp on these issues. It's more fun because we can really banter and layer in a lot of context. And that's what I think people seek with news is like, why does this matter? Give me the backstory.
We interact with, local officials from the community level up to the state level. We hear feedback from them as well on the stories we do. What has it been like for you as you've spoken with them over the past 3 years? How has that gone as that relationship has been built?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of watchdogging of what happens at the legislature in this state. I think in Salt Lake City, sometimes like things happen at the council level, at the hyperlocal, like at the neighborhood council level, and they just don't get a lot of attention because local news needs more resources than we've got. I think we can all agree on that. And so we have been able to kind of slide in and pay really close attention to what's happening in the city. There are other great news outlets that are doing that as well, and we're able to sort of share resources. We have reporters on our show a lot. But I think elected officials like being on our show. Like, we book Republicans, we book Democrats, we book people in nonpartisan seats. Right now we're doing something.
Have a little more time to dig into the issue.
Completely. And I think it can be exhausting also when you're an elected to have to come up with a soundbite for something that is nuanced or complicated or important to you. So we offer that. Right now we're interviewing every mayor in Salt Lake County. Because I think, like, for example, I live in Salt Lake City downtown, but I spend a lot of time in, like, South Salt Lake. That's a different... Who's the mayor of South Salt Lake? Like,
well, we're kind of doing the same thing here on this show, coincidentally.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's share it.
We didn't steal the idea from you, by the way.
No, I think we should share content.
Well, one thing that you've been doing, you've been to every bar in Salt Lake City, and now you're doing every park, right?
Yes, yes. It's that interviewing electeds to drinking pipeline that any reporter will tell you about. So last year I made it my New Year's resolution to have at least one drink at every bar in Salt Lake County. And I am so proud to tell you, Ron, that I finished early. And it was an incredible journey because I just learned so much about this place, and it was a blast. And so then this year I'm doing every park in Salt Lake County, which is so much harder. There are 511 parks in this county.
How many have you been to?
I will tell you, last Friday I went to 32 parks in just Riverton.
Oh.
I know.
So you're going through like that. You're like making quick stops at these parks.
Kind of, yeah. I have people ask me how long I spend at the parks, and I say I do a Target lap. You know when you go to Target and you're like, oh, just take a lap, and you kind of do a lap around the store? That's me at parks.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I'm taking it in.
So do you have a favorite park yet, or do you just like to go cry at Sugar House?
That was not me, for what it's worth. My favorite place to cry in public is the Harmons at City Creek upstairs, looking out over, because there's that beautiful view of all the consumption, and you're like, look at this stuff. My favorite park so far, you know what? I like the pocket parks. And I just think like all the little tiny ones where you don't even see it coming, and then just a former lot has become a park. I think that's so charming. I got to give a shout out to Wardell Fields and Bluffdale. They have incredible amenities. Like, I don't know, some of the newer cities in the county have not enough trees because the trees are still young, but like zip lines? Parks have zip lines now?
They do.
These kids are spoiled. We're spoiled.
You said you run the gamut from drinking to talking to elected officials.
Yes.
Why do you tell us why, to kind of close this out, why it's important to have a hyper-local podcast, why that resource is needed?
Yeah. So as you probably know, we're in a loneliness epidemic in this country. And one of the data points that's often wrapped up into that is this idea that 16% of Americans feel very attached to their community. And I think that that is a real opportunity for us to figure out why. Like, why are we lonely? Why don't we feel connected to each other? Why don't we feel empowered to really understand each other, to go to that community event that night, to not be shy? And so as global and national news continues to fatigue us, there's such an opportunity to get to know your neighbors. Like, I promise there is something really cool happening on your block, or you have a neighbor with really cool ideas that are worth exploring. And so when we study this city, this town, the solutions, the big ideas that we have for this place, I find that it gives me inspiration. It doesn't exhaust me. And we want to share that feeling with our listeners. And I think we do a pretty good job.
I think you do too.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much content you have. It's like you have 100 people just working on finding all these different things about where we live.
We're just
people doing
four
the work.
women. Four women doing the job of 100 people.
Ale Vallarta, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
Talking. Loyal listener, I'll give my endorsement for CityCast Salt Lake.
Well,
so
and I'm going to
when
start
working
listening
out,
more. You know, I researched the story, but
Yeah, I mean, podcasts are great because you can multitask.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
Now,
exactly.
is it strictly audio, or do you have cameras in
Just
there?
audio.
Do you ever want to get to
I
cameras?
tell you, getting ready to be here this morning, I was like, I could not do this every day. We record most of our interviews. I'm in my sweatpants. No, it's just audio, and then the newsletter is something you can read. You know, and just if you're a passenger on a car ride, even like it's always there for you.
Well, they let Ron on TV, so you'd be fine.
Yeah.
All right, Mary,
It takes-
Lindsay, we'll send it
It takes me hours to get ready.
Tossing it
a true
over to
statement.
two women who do the work of many men.
There you go.
There we
Right
go.
there.
The saviors.